Magsayo defeated Isaac Avelar via a third-round knockout on December 9, 2023 in Long Beach, California, marking a successful super featherweight debut. Magsayo, dominating from the start, stopped Avelar with a clean left hook, rebounding from back-to-back losses against Figueroa and Vargas. Magsayo was aggressive from the beginning, punishing Avelar with heavy, accurate shots. In the third round, after a sustained attack, Magsayo caught Avelar with a powerful left hook that caused a sudden knockout, forcing the referee to stop the fight immediately without a count. Watch and enjoy.
His homeland at Tagbilaran City, Bohol, the Philippines. Magnifico Magsayo. Our referee, Ivan Guillermo.
Yeah? Which guy is that? Isaac, Mark, you both received instructions in the locker room. Recibieron las instrucciones en sus cuartos. Mark's structure good. Mark, I'm gonna let you work up to here, okay? 8-round fight. Let's have a good fight. Let's go.
So it should be a good one here. Mark Magsayo, as you said, Rich, he's not normally the guy fighting in the middle of the night, middle of the event. Well, Magsayo is another one affected by the new deal with Amazon. What are you going to do? So, in order to stay active, he looked for a fight, and he got one here tonight. How long will this last? I don't know. And that's a right hand from Magsayo immediately. As Canelito's in trouble. Magsayo coming out attacking, looking like the former champ that he is.
Avelar's very tough, though, and he's awkward. If he finds his legs here early, he could get himself into this fight, but Magsayo has started very fast. You boxing fans familiar with Magsayo, very good stance as you take a look. He's got good fundamentals, very quick feet, gets in and out fast, has fast hands.
And is not here to get paid by the round. Magsayo in his last fight is when he lost to Figueroa, a unanimous decision. So he's lost his last two. He lost to Vargas, a split decision, and Figueroa, a unanimous decision. He's now moving up to 130 pounds. So there's nothing left at 126. 130 is where he wants, and next year he wants to fight for a title. So he did not just want to sit around and only fight once this year. That's why when an opportunity and spot came up on this show, said yes, check the ego, not a main event, the fourth fight of the night. He said just to get the work. What a concept, fighters fighting, Rich.
That's it. I talked to Marvin Samodio about it. What are you guys doing in this fight? And he's going, well, we're kind of testing. We're testing, you know, the new weight class, and let's see how it works and how it helps him or diminishes him.
Because if he were to wait for the new Amazon Prime and PBC deal, which is rumored to be in March, it'd be a year without fighting. And you mentioned he's in his athletic prime. You want to be active.
We know that Magsayo has world-class skills. Yep. I mean, he beat Gary Russell Jr. I mean, that's not an easy thing to do.
He also beat the man who's in the main event tonight, Rigo Hermosillo, back in 2020.
In a tougher than expected fight.
Split decision.
That was a good one.
Canelito. He's tough.
I did a telecast of Magsayo very early in his career, and there was all of that next Manny Pacquiao nonsense that was going on.
Any Filipino with calves is the next Manny Pacquiao. And Magsayo has big calves. But he's a different fighter. And they both acknowledge the low blow. Do we need a referee now? no disrespect to Ivan Guillermo.
And you see longtime associate of Freddie Roach, and there's a very good right hand by Magsayo trying to mix up in that combination. He took command of the fight in the very first 15 seconds, it seemed like. Caught Avelar by surprise. But Avelar, the southpaw, You know, he's a little awkward fighter, but he does throw lots of punches. You called the fight of his against George Acosta.
Yeah.
If you remember, he gave Acosta a really good fight and hurt him once in the second or third round. I mean, he hurt him fairly badly and had a chance there, but ran out of gas.
And he also beat Roberto Mesa, the Ram, who's also been featured on Thompson shows. But he also lost to Stephen Fulton back in 2019, a 6-round KO in Edinburgh. So, the Cananito was no pushover. So, but Magsayo just connected with that left hook. So I did ask Marvin Somodio, you know, this was scheduled for 10. How many rounds do you really expect? And, you know, Marvin gave me the professional answer. He's like, you know, well, we know this guy's tough. This is why we took this guy, because he's going to give us rounds. That we know that he's going to give him rounds, but we have some things to work on, things that we've adjusted in the gym at Wild Card. We want to see, and it's a great point from Marvin. You can only spar so much, and you can burn out a fighter in that way too.
Well, I think those comments are true. What Marvin said, not necessarily just coach speak.
I mean, he said, you know, a fighter trains and trains and trains, and if there's nothing at the end that's reward, what are you really doing? You can only have them in the gym for so much. We've been around guys, once they know that they have a fight date, all of a sudden just switches up. The lady wants him to knock him out, okay. Marvin does speak English, so he understood.
Good little uppercut from Magsayo inside.
Shout out to everybody watching us on cbnpromotions.com, also on Fight Stars. At the top of the hour will be Adrian Corona against Idaho Benitez. Saludos a toda la gente que nos está mirando en México, esperando la pelea de Idaho. Hey, Magsayo getting hit a little bit. And you see Magsayo's trunks. He has the Manny Pacquiao logo and MP Promotions logo, and it says Viva on top. So Sean Gibbons.
That's a Sean Gibbons logo.
That's the Viva. See the hands up, which should be an eye.
Avelar, you see his toughness here. He's strong and a little bit awkward.
Canelito, he's got the solar system on his back, I think. Oh, uppercut from Magsayo.
He does boast an excellent uppercut.
Yes, he does. Nice guy. First time I ever met him, saw him in the back. I'm really looking forward to calling your fight. I'm a big fan of yours because he's always in an action-packed fight. You're seeing the wrinkles, the levels between a championship fighter and a good, solid fighter in Isaac Avelar.
Little bit of a nick under the left eye of Magsayo. As we take a look at some of the action from the previous round, and there's a good, clean punch. Magsayo coming in with 2 right leads. He's got enough experience now, enough fights against top-notch opposition that he basically knows the tricks in the ring.
Yeah.
You're not going to show him a lot that he hasn't faced already. I know the feeling was by moving up in weight that it's going to make a big difference to Mark, you know, especially in the later rounds. He'll be stronger. He wants to be a 2-division champion, and he felt great yesterday because he woke up in the morning the day of the weigh-in and he knew he didn't have to make weight, you know.
Third round. Wow. The attack and the knockdown happens early in the third.
That was a tremendous combination. There must have been 5 punches there.
And Magsayo knocks down Avelar, who just shakes his head, tries to crack his neck. Baby Janelle watching in Corona, looking at Magsayo, trying to get a knockout here in the third. La Casa de Arces is ready. Canelito from Aguascalientes. He's tough, though. He's been down this road before.
Magsayo just flew in there throwing punches.
He's attacking. Canelito needs to move. Not eat punches like he is right now. Oh, Magsayo. And Canelito answers with the left. This dude is tough. He does not want to trade with Magsayo. Oh! A huge KO! Magsayo has knocked out Canelito on a huge uppercut, immediately called off. Wow!
As you take a look at Avelar on the canvas, he just got cold cocked by that shot. Just one big, tremendous shot.
Wow, immediately called off. The doctors are there. 2 doctors are ringside. They're telling Canelito, who's trying to get up, and they're calling the paramedics immediately. They're going to get the stretcher for him. His legs are moving right in front of us, moving his arms. He's trying to get up, and the doctors are telling him to stay down.
His eyes are open, and it looks like he's speaking.
Let's look at this highlight.
You saw that feint.
Wow.
The way that Magsayo moved. Look at that. The change in direction that he took.
He just dropped.
It completely
Holy
fooled
smokes.
Avelar. That's what an experienced fighter. Watch this little move. Let's see that pivot, and then put him into position to shoot that left hook out.
Magsayo. Rich, you were saying it. How will he look at a new weight division? Well, the power is there. Canelito, Isaac Avelar is a tough guy. We've seen him numerous times. He will battle with you. To get knocked out like that, wow, that's crazy. Canelito, for the update, is moving his arms, moving his legs. He's trying to get up, but the doctors are taking all the precaution possible, and they're keeping him on his back.
What they need, I think, is to get some oxygen into him, but no, he's getting up
Paramedics
now,
are right there.
crawling
Now they're
in.
going to listen.
He's sitting
Wow.
up. He took a tremendous shot.
Yep. Great to see it. This dude's a warrior. Canelito Avelar, that's tough. But Magsayo.
It was the move of a veteran, mature fighter, though, that pivot that he took that got Avelar out of position and put him in position, Magsayo, to throw that crunching, finishing shot.
And Magsayo was trying to come over to check on Canelito. The commission would not let him. But now that he's sitting up, now he's celebrating.
They're bringing a stretcher, and I don't know that he'll need it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight concludes in dramatic fashion with an official time of 1 minute 13 seconds of round number 3. Damas y caballeros, este combate concluye de forma dramática con un tiempo oficial de 1 minuto 13 segundos del tercer capítulo. El vencedor por knockout, your winner by way of KO, Magnífico.